We're just waiting for Evan to ready up, and let's do this. Same colors as last time. Matiz blue, Evan black. This is going to be a good games. Good games, one after another. Let's hope the tournament's this intense the entire time. This was just crazy. I can't wait to see how the semifinals and finals will play out. Already an hour has passed. So let's see where it goes on from here. Alright, let's take a look at where they are. Do they have close spawns as per usual? No, they don't. Their spawns are rather far away. Let's see how this takes it out. Evan can already expand to the water. Don't think he will, but he definitely can. Matiz again going for energy storage right off the bat early on. Let's take a look at what they're doing. Let's see what they have queued up. Matiz has 3 mechs queued up after this. Evan going for roughly around the same builds, almost, except he's definitely getting a bot factory up right away, right off the bat, and then going for fabricators, tons of energy. So it appears like Evan's plan right now is to only have his commander work on factories and energy generators, and he's gonna get the fabricators, the engineers from the bot factory to do all of his mech expanding. Matiz is going to be working on his bot factory soon. Evan looks to be done right now. He's going to get his first engineer out right off the bat. Almost done. Matiz halfway, almost just starting his bot factory. Evan's already got his first engineer out. Matiz almost finished his first bot factory. Let's see where it goes. First engineer about to come out for Matiz. Evan already has 2, about to get his 3rd, has begun expanding on max. As you can see, he's moving from here to here. Probably will start expanding that way, although it looks like he's expanding this way. Look at him making forward bases, queuing up like crazy. Actually, without even realizing it, just placing a forward base almost like ridiculously close to Matiz. Let's see what happens. Third fabricator out for Matiz. They have already begun expanding. They're going for the long walk all the way over there. Luckily, Matiz does have energy storage, so they can start storing energy as they're not using it right now for this ridiculously long walk. Matiz following up with the docks to protect them. Evan doing the same thing. Almost an air factory out for Evan. Let's see what Matiz has queued up. No air factories for the time being. He is getting engineers to help him out with his stuff. So let's see what happens. So let's see what happens. Yeah, that's part of the gentleman rules. If you feel your spawn's unfair, then you can just ask for a restart. Doesn't look like they're doing that, But hey, if they feel like they can work with the spawns, then they can go ahead and try for it. But you're totally right. Evan does seem to have the better spawn at the moment. Just look at all the mechs near him. While Matiz just has tons of a long walk. Evan has spotted and scouted all of Matiz's buildings. He sees Matiz is working on an advanced factory. Let's see what time. Is this the new build for Matiz? Constantly working on it. That's quite impressive. Matiz seeming to be able to build a tier 2 factory almost every time at the 4-minute mark. Doesn't matter where he is in the economy. Just looks to constantly be doing that. Is Evan going to go for a rescout? I'm not too certain. Evan knows Matiz has begun doing a tier 2. Probably didn't expect him to do it that early. But let's see how it works out for him. I kind of wish I could see their economy, but I can't. Evan constantly scouting. Does Evan know about Matiz's forward base over there? It looks like he does, but he also knows about Matiz's tier 2 factory and everything he's working on. He's trying to get some harass. He's got to slow them down some way. If Matiz gets this tier 2 factory out with slammers off the beginning, just like he did with his very first game, he will definitely have a lead. This time he's not being pressured by docks like last game, so we'll see how it plays out for him. Evan's begun working on an orbital factory. Don't know what he's going to go do with that. He might try to get a raider off the bat, although I feel like he's just going to try to get off the planet as fast as possible just to keep him safe, so what happened last game doesn't happen again. But we'll see what happens. Let's see what Evan has queued up. No idea where he's going with the commander. He might try to raid there, but we'll see what happens. Oh look, that was my base before. Tier 2 factory almost out. What? You're supposed to tell them. Tell them what? I'm very confused as to what's happening about this whole, I'm supposed to tell them they can't see each other's spawns, but whatever, I'm just gonna brush past that. Orbital factory almost built. He has begun to build air. What is he building first? Looks like he's building first off slammer, then tier 2 fabricator. Docks are moving forward. Does Matiz even... I don't think Matiz realizes where Evan's even located. He just knows he's been scouted. He knows Evan's somewhere around here. So let's see what happens. He definitely needs some AA right about now. Those scouts are constantly harassing him. Luckily, there's no bombers out, but they could definitely take out those fabricators. Working on a forward base, getting a vehicle factory out right about now. Getting a second air factory out. Halfway finished the orbital fabricator. Let's see what Matiz is doing right now. Evan seems to be making a rather big rush with his commander. He's probably going to try to take out as many of these buildings as he can, delay his rush. Working on an air factory, almost finished. Tier 2 energy, so let's see how that treats him. Moving forward with his commander, both players rather bold with their commanders. But hey, if you know it's a safe place to raid, go ahead, by all means. Let's see what these fabricators are doing. Oh. How is that being built? I'm so very confused. Evan appears to have a bot factory out right over here. He's about to finish it. That'll definitely supply him with a nice little raiding party that he can constantly keep throwing at Matiz. Matiz is moving forward with a bunch of slammers. Let's see if this is gonna come into a commander versus commander fight like last time. Matiz doesn't have towers to back him up, but he does have slammers, so let's take a look at where this is going. Evan's got his third vehicle factory out, one bot factory out, getting on his fourth vehicle factory out. He's going to work on making an army like last time. He's getting engineers out first, combat engineers, so they can help build whatever the commander's building, constantly get that econ push and all of that. Let's take a look at their expansions. Evan slightly better expansion than Matiz does, kind of like last game as well. Both unfair spawns, but like Evan's just, look at his spawn. He has such a nice spawn. Look at all these mechs near him, where Matiz just far away from any mechs. We'll see how this treats him. Tons of slammers. What is he doing with them? Is he going to go raid his commander like last time? Is it going to be a commander versus commander fight? I think it might be. He has to kill those factories as fast as he can so they don't do too much damage to his base like last time. He's definitely going to have to start building some defenses, because I can see these tanks going forward for a raid sometime soon. One factory down. Is he going to go after a second, or is he going straight for the commander? Let's see what happens. One combat medic down. Two. Matiz barely losing any health to these pounders. Second factory down. Third factory about to go down right now. Matiz has managed to push back Evan. Tanks are moving forward to meet him. Let's see where it happens. A couple slammers. Let's see how they fare up against pounders. Matiz is chasing down his commander. Let's see if he can catch him up. It doesn't look like he will, but he might. Might just play defense with them. Bomber is out already from... Is that a tier 2 bomber? Doesn't look like it. Alright, it's just a normal bomber. I was quite scared for a second. If Evan already had tier 2 bombers out, that would be just ridiculous. Looks like Matiz is working on a second tier 2 bot factory. He might just make an army of slammers for this. Let's see how it goes. Slammers are pretty useful, so we'll see what happens. Will Matiz kill this entire factory for it? It looks like he's going towards there. He's got a good force of slammers, so let's take a look at this. If you change the icon settings so they are on all the time, it makes it easier to watch too. Okay, I'll try to not zoom in and zoom out a lot. I almost forgot about how just bad it is when you start zooming in and moving the camera a lot. So as you can see, Matiz just destroyed all of his factories. He might just kill every single one of them. He has nothing to stop him from killing all of them. Matiz did just kill a good portion of his front line. Let's see what he's doing with his commander. He's going to have to build some AA out soon. He's already got three air factories out. He's working on his fourth, almost finishing his second tier 2 bot factory. Let's see how that's going to work out for them. Oh, didn't even realize this. Evan has a nice little forward base and the back here. Don't think Matiz realizes this either, but let's take a look. Evan definitely knows Matiz is there, but does Matiz realize Evan's there? No, he doesn't. Will that screw over Matiz in the long run? I think it might. If Evan's a big enough army, he can definitely come in and just start wrecking everything while Matiz is too focused on his front line. Let's see what happens. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I'll try to not zoom in and out a lot. I'll try to keep at like a nice, good point. I think this is around the good time. Yeah. Okay. So let's move forward. Let's see how this is going. Evan building a massive army in the back. I don't think Matiz realizes this at all. He definitely doesn't. If he would, he has to stop this before it gets too big and he can't do anything about it. Hopefully he builds some defenses in the back, but I don't think he will. Let's see how this goes. Matiz constantly dealing damage to his front line. Let's rewind and just take a look at what he did. 13-minute mark in the game right now. Matiz just moves forward, kills a couple mechs. Where is he going with that after it? It looks like he's focusing on the energy generators. He's killed so many energy generators. He's pushing behind Evan's Did Evan go into space? Yes, he did. Evan's already left the planet. Well done for Evan. But Matiz looks like he might just claim this planet for his own, although the back part won't probably let him. He has to defend the back. But he is ruining Evan's economy right now so hard. Just killing all of these energy generators. It is ridiculous how many he's killed. Looks like he's killed the orbital factory. Evan just completely leaving it. He's like, you know what? Just, it's lost. This entire part's lost. It's not like he can do a lot there. These slammers are just going to kill everything he has built there. Already almost destroyed his economy. He doesn't have a lot of energy generators left. He doesn't have a lot of mechs left either. Okay, I'll zoom out for a second. But yeah, Evan did get off the planet. I don't think Matiz realized Evan's off the planet, but let's take a look right now. No, Matiz does not realize Evan's off the planet. Although he might see that this whole orbital alignment's done, but I don't think he realizes it. Evan's moving forward with quite a few things. Evan's finally moving forward with his Pounder army. Let's see how much damage they can do before Matiz has time to react. He's moving slammers forward right away, instantly. He knows he's got to stop those before they get too close. If they take out a tier 2 factory, that'll do quite a lot of damage. 10,000 metal, I think it is, although it might be a different price. There's too many pounders. His slammers can't do a lot. They're trying to kill as many as possible. He has to protect the tier 2 factory if he wants to keep it alive. He already has 4 out. One won't cripple him too much, but it will damage him. It doesn't look like Evan's focusing on the tier 2. He's just trying to do as much damage as he possibly can, get in as deep as possible. He's moving in from all sides. Where is his commander? Matiz's commander's all the way back there. What is Matiz going to do? Look at this giant army that Evan's been working on. Evan's attacking from 2 fronts, from the sides and front. Although his entire army is pretty much done, I don't think Matiz realizes where his army is. If he does, he would definitely move forward all these slammers towards here and just start killing them off as fast as he can. Let's see what Evan knows. I mean, Matiz knows. Matiz knows there's something there. He definitely knows he has to move there, so let's see what he's going to do. Matiz is moving forward. Going to try to kill as much as this. And yeah, Matiz isn't scouting too much right now, and I don't think he knows where Evan's comm is at all, but let's see what happens. Matiz is moving forward with a giant army of slammers, killing almost... He's going to kill all of those factories. Evan will pretty much be left with nothing on this planet. I wonder if Evan has gone on to another planet yet. Let's take a look real quick. How far Evan is. Does he already have people on this moon? No, he doesn't. Really, at this point, I think what Matiz wants to do is just cripple Evan's economy as much as possible, so he kind of has to start from scratch on the moon that he's trying to go to. Let's see how it treats him. I mean, Evan's army of slammers can pretty much take care of anything. I mean, Matiz's army of slammers can pretty much take care of any forces that Evan starts building up now. Maybe Evan can claim like the waters for himself if he builds a big enough army. I don't think he will though. I think Matiz is just going to slowly start kicking him off this planet. Let's see if Matiz has been working on anything orbital yet. He's got 1 orbital factory out. He's got an Asteris out, but he doesn't have an orbital scanner out, so let's see how this goes. This game is definitely favoring Matiz right now. Although the fact that Evan's going to Rogue, he might be able to throw the moon at Matiz and just win the game like that. But let's see what happens. Currently, the game is at 18 minutes, favoring heavily on Matiz at the moment. Yeah, Matiz pretty much builds the tier 2 bot factory at the 4 minute mark every time, maybe 3:59. He seems to get that timing on perfectly. He's done it for all 3 games that he's been a part of this tournament right now. So let's see what happens. Yeah. The Galaxy isn't set up right. All right, I'll fix that for the next game. I'll fix that for the next game. So let's see what Matiz is doing right now. Does Matiz realize Evan's in the ocean? I don't think he does. Oh, yeah, he does. He definitely does. So Matiz knows he's got to get a force of bombers to kick him off the ocean at one point. Hold on. Someone just messaged me on IRC. Have you gotten someone or am I still needed? No, it's fine. I'm just going to quickly take a look at the bracket, see if anyone's moved up to the semifinals. I don't think they have, but let's take a look. Goad versus Cola Colon. Let's take a find out. Decamo, I feel sorry for you, man. You lost to Goad. Probably put up a good fight. But hey, Goad is really good. There's not a lot that you can do with him. I wonder what's going to happen versus him and Cola Colon. I think Goad might win, but I haven't actually personally seen Cola Colon play any games, so you never know. It's probably an intense game. From this point on, pretty much all the matches are going to be intense. It's all going to be great players facing one another. I'm going to have to make a system for pretty much every game. It's going to be great. Goad is like what? I think yeah, he's number 1 right now for Goad is number 1 for the 1v1s right now. So yeah, you're totally right. He is a top player. He's one of the top players. So good on him. So let's take a look at what Evan's doing on the moon. He pretty much has to start from scratch, working on generators. What is he doing elsewhere? Is that the only unit he has in space? I mean, Matiz seems to be sending something to the moon too, so I think Matiz knows Evan's in the moon, or he knows he has to secure that moon fast if he wants to make sure. If he wants to make sure he can that Evan doesn't throw the moon at him. But let's see what happens. This is definitely going to be a tight game for both of them. The camo, good luck, man. Like, yeah, you did pretty well for yourself. Goat is considered pretty good, right? Yeah, Goat is like one of the best, so. And exactly, even right after you would have had to verse call a colon, so. Good on you, man. Goad vs. Call a Colon is being streamed right now. I definitely would like to watch that, but I have to do this. So, yep, this game's almost over, and then I wonder if the third round is ready. It doesn't look like it, but I'll just refresh the page to take a look. I think the third round. Okay, that'll be interesting to see. How far did Gunshin make it? Gunshin's doing a fight right now, I think, and Gandalf versus Bilbo Swaggins. So I think Gandalf might make it pretty far. Go into round 3, first Gunshin. Gunshin or Gandalf, either one. They're going to have to fight Goad or Call a Colon. That's going to be a super intense game, I can already tell. But pretty much from all the semifinals, round 3 and semifinals are going to be really intense games. It's going to be people who have won 3 matches straight. So we'll see what happens. Let's take a look out in space, see what's happening right now. Matiz is almost moving forward. We'll take a look. Matiz has pretty much claimed the entire planet for himself. I don't think there's any fabricators left for Evan on this planet, so it is Matiz's at this point. So let's see what Matiz does. I think he might just build a teleporter and try to teleport all of his slammers into the moon. It'd be a good plan, not too sure what he's going to do. But hey, at this point it's anything. Great games, one after another. Pretty much now it's just watch the moon, let's see what happens. He's building air fabricators. He doesn't have a lot of units at this point, actually. He only has about 5 engineers, so let's see, 6 engineers, so let's see where this goes with him. He can't view space, so he has no idea that Matiz is coming in right now. Matiz is coming in hot, too. Like, geez, that is rather fast. And is Matiz in, or did he just disappear? Not too certain as to what just happened. Oh, Matiz is in. Matiz is going to have to land soon. Is that only one worker? It looks like it's only one. Where is this teleporter even connected to? Where did Evan just go? Does he have a teleporter on this planet? He does. Well done for Evan. He can pretty much teleport from this planet to that planet at any point he wants. But Matiz is coming in with a giant army of units. So let's see what happens at this point. Does Matiz build a teleporter? I'm not too certain. Matiz is going to have to land his engineer at one point sooner or later before Evan claims this entire world if he wants to do anything on that moon. But what is Matiz sending right now into space? Hmm. Also, who said that they had to the map actually they don't have to orbit each other anymore. The match rules has changed. You just have to make a system with 2 planets and 1 moon with the right radiuses and no water or metal. So that should be good. Matiz really needs to scout. That is so true right now. What does Evan's moon look like? I'll show you in a second, one moment. This is Evan's mood right now. He just landed his engineer, Matiz. What is he going to do with it? Does Evan even realize Matiz is in his base? I don't think Evan realizes it. Although he might as his asterisk comes over, but will it see it? And it does. Evan knows. Evan keeps it right there. He knows he has to view it. What is Matiz going to do? Will he be able to defend himself? He has to pick himself up right now with his asterisk before these pounders reach that fabricator, or else it'll be a complete waste. Does Matiz notice? I don't think he does. He has to pick it up right now. He's moving it away. Did he pick it up? I'm not too certain. He's just running right now. Let's take a look at the other planet. Let's take a look at the solar system. Look at all of these things coming into the solar system. Where they're going. I think it's this planet. Not too certain right now. Evan's just sending tons of Avengers right now. Matiz is sending tons of Avengers right now. He should also probably send one of those Will he get this teleporter done before those pounders reach? I don't think he will. I really don't think he will. I think it would be better for him if he ran, built a couple defenses, and then did that. Oh, he realizes it. He has to build some defenses to fight those pounders. He realizes that now. He builds a missile tower, but will it be too late? I think it might. He should have built one of those right off the bat. He's going to have to keep running. Will he even finish it? It looks like he does. Will it hit? No, it's attacking the wrong thing. He retargeted it, and it's way too late. Ah, so close for Matiz. So close. If he moved forward, built the towers right off the bat, I think he would have done better off. No, you can't use your opponent's teleporter, so you really have to build your own teleporter. This game is quite a long game. Let's take a look at what the time is right now. 30 minutes, approaching 30 minutes. This game is ridiculously long. I'm definitely going to have to make the orbits closer next game. You don't have to make all the planets orbit each other, but I'm going to do it for next game. In the At least he's gone one worker off of this planet, and he's gone quite a few Avengers. The Avengers are going to move forward, probably kill everything he has on this planet. What is he going to do with that engineer? I'm not too certain. But yeah, the rules don't say they have to orbit each other anymore. They just say you have to make a system with two planets and one moon, and there's a certain amount of radiuses. So let's take a look at what happens. Can't you just defend and it'll be a stalemate? Yeah, pretty much you can defend and it'll be a stalemate. And then at that point, I think, again, we'll have to call in one of the officiators and be like, hey, what do you declare this game as? Is it a win for Matiz? Is it a win for Evan? Who knows? But the thing is, the reason why it won't really be a stalemate was because Evan has the moon. He can build Haley's there and throw it at, he can build Haley's and throw it at Matiz. So I'm not too certain what's going to happen. So yeah, Decamel. All Matiz really has to do is kick Evan off the moon. Because if he doesn't, he has to kick. He has to either kick Evan off the moon or kick Evan off Ellen, and then he has to move his commander into space. Because if Evan throws the moon at one of the planets, he has to determine which planet to put his commander on so it's safe. So I'm not too certain right now because all Evan has to do is throw the moon at somebody. Although I don't think he will. It doesn't look like he's doing anything. He's just pretty much claiming the entire moon for himself. As you can see, he's expanding on it. He has a couple factories on it, but that's pretty much it. Let's take a look at Ellen, where all the major action is going on. As you can see, Matiz has already brought forward tons of Avengers, just pretty much kicked him out of orbit. He can't really run away. His teleporter isn't on. If I was Matiz, focus the teleporter hard, kill that teleporter, keep his commander on that planet, and you can win the game like that. Let's see if Evan realizes that Matiz has an army building it. Let's see what happens. This is going to be a really close game right now. It depends. If Evan runs away, it'll be a lot harder for Matiz. But if Matiz manages to sneak through, kill his teleporter, Evan's done. He has no way to run. Look at that army. There's no way that you can fight against that. It's just pretty much kill the teleporter or don't. He has to really focus on it if he wants to win. He's bringing it in. He starts moving the units. He's focusing on the teleporter. He knows he has to kill that teleporter. He's gone a bunch of units on it. Does he kill the teleporter? He kills the teleporter. GG. GG has been called. Well done for Matiz. Snuck through the entire time. Well played, all of you guys. Well played. Well played. That was a great game. Great game. Great game for Matiz. Evan lost. Evan did have a really good spawn at the beginning, but he didn't do much with it. That tier 2, man, it really helps Matiz out a lot. Well done for Matiz. It looks like that tier 2 might be a good meta for Matiz. It is a really good build strategy. He gets some slammers out right off the beginning, and they just kill kill it like crazy. Great game for both of them. Great game. So as you can see, Evan's pretty much having a giant army towards the end. You can kind of tell when Matiz has his slammers out, but Evan's just utterly dominating the entire time. And then you can start seeing where Evan loses and finally just done, over. He has a good APM. Really, it's the build efficiency that you got to watch for too. You can kind of tell when Matiz was killing all of Evan's generators and really ruining his economy. Well played by all of them. Alright, I'm going to return back to the IRC to figure out what happened.